to the West Texas town of El Paso, the Sun City, today at the historic Sun Bowl as a couple of squads come in trying to finish their season as champions of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the ACC, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. They're going to try an onside. Kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Cougars offense takes the field. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with it.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. BYU right back to the line. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal line. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Navy's offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, drops back, first down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. No, he got loose. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the defense not fooled at all as they stop this play at the line. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Clayton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Now they'll run the draw. Nice move to keep running. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action, extending the play. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Right down the boulevard. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice...
Turning it on! And out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. He gave him time to react, and he almost pulled off the interception. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looks as if he's going to run it. Oh, what a move. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across across the line and pick up the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a first. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. It's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Got it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They will score! Touchdown, midshipmen! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's the give off the left side. He's in open space downfield. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Navy will go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellison. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Now on the move. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
BYU 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And I absolutely love the option, but this is part of it, right? The quarterback has to make a lot of reads really quickly and then carry the football and take care of that thing. So I think, the fumble was caused there. We don't know why, but this is part of the option risk you run by running it.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, BYU! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the returner is stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Applewhite. On target to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Under fire. That's caught. It's Napier. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out fast. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Applewhite. Lets it fly. And they will score. Touchdown, Cougars!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the 2nd half.
BYU 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Navy will go back on the attack. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish.
Oh, he's got some space. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
At halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the quarterback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Here comes the option. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Know where to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Lofts one high and deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Got his man. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route. receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes the Navy offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The midshipmen with terrible field position, deep in their own territory, trying to work their way out. Handoff to the single running back. Just ran him over. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Wants to go up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. At the 45 on its way. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They're going back to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 20, he's got space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Navy will have it with a first and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the...
Turning it on! Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Off the play fake on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Finds a spot in the middle. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Out of the gun to give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. This quarterback part of their running game. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. We've reached a break, and Navy holds the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Trying play action. And they can't make the play on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Touchdown, midshipman! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
BYU 20.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Hand off from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Trying to set up the screen. And the 40, there he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. He'll off one deep down the left side.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Power football with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There he goes. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The midshipmen got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Give to the running back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Well, the running back really loved.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. A 3rd time would put him in the end zone. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to... Oh, it's blocked!
I mean, if you're on defense, finally something good happens. It just hasn't been a great day. You've been giving up a ton of yards. You've given up some points. At least you get this field goal block. And listen, for coaching staffs, you got to find silver linings in games like this to get your team back on the field next time playing their best.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.